Hey gorgeous, let's try this again. So I wanted to have this conversation despite it being slightly uncomfortable, because, you know, the conversations that I have with hair and makeup artists on a regular basis are really centered around the problems that you're facing in your business and how you can really make leaps and bounds forward out of that space and into really thriving and creating a business that you totally love, that you feel completely joyful about jumping into every single morning, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You know, I'm all for you creating a business and life that you totally love, which is exactly why I continue to show up in this space and support you. It's something that I feel really passionate about because it wasn't the experience that I had in my earlier years. And, you know, I've worked with hair and makeup artists that are completely new to the industry or, you know, decades upon decades established. And really what it's about is taking your business to the next level, regardless of what level you're at. And that is exactly why I've helped women just like you create 5 and even 6-figure businesses, makeup businesses, hair businesses, and sometimes a combination of both. But the reason I wanted to talk to you about this uncomfortable subject about playing the victim, and I know that this is going to push your buttons a little bit, maybe, is that, you know, going through these conversations with women about how they're feeling stuck in their business, and, you know, let me know how this fits for you and if any of these things are, you know, something that you're experiencing right now. But the conversations can be centered around how you're not experiencing enough clients in your business, that you haven't got quite enough inquiries coming through, or you've got inquiries coming but not all, you know, there isn't a high enough percentage of them actually booking you. Or you're struggling to grow an online presence or a social media following. You know, you're struggling with confidence. That's a lot of the piece sometimes to the puzzle of really growing a business that you love and you feel joyful about, is that you're scared to put yourself out there or to actually grab opportunities or ask for the things that you want, or sometimes say yes and sometimes just as powerfully say no. So if these are problems that you have experienced or are experiencing in your business, it's great to shed light on those, absolutely, because you have to know where you are in order to move yourself forward. And that's exactly why I continue to show up and have conversations and support you guys and answer questions, because as a business mentor to beauty professionals, I feel really passionately about, you know, taking you from that space and supporting you and showing you how to make leaps and bounds forward in your business, which is where the amazing results come. The reason I want to talk to you about playing the victim is because it's a choice to be there. And I know that that might sound like a really shit thing to say, but the reality is I've been there as well. I've been in the situation of like, this really sucks, it's really hard, I'm not getting the traction that I want, everyone says no, people complain about my rates. Like, I totally get it, and I've totally been there myself. So if these are problems that you are facing, acknowledge it. Because if you don't, if you keep brushing it under the carpet, you'll just keep experiencing the same thing and wondering why you've never made it in your business. Because success looks different to all of us. Sometimes it's money success, sometimes it's time freedom success, sometimes it's success in the clients that you actually work with, all of those things. And some of those things, it's defined differently by each of us. It isn't necessarily just about money. But in order for you to create the life and the business that you really want for yourself, it's about firstly shedding light on the fact that, you know, you're in a particular position. What, you know, assess where you are right now. What problems are you facing? And how do you need to leap forward? Because I'm not necessarily urging you to say you have to work with me. I would love to work with you if we're the right fit. But you know, without having those conversations and knowing what we're dealing with, it's very hard to move forward. I'm saying that you have a choice to stay where you are. And whether you work with me or with someone else, work with someone that inspires you, that you know has gone before you, been in your situation, and has created their own version of success, and they're doing well in their business, doing the work that they love. Because you need to feel inspired. And I really believe that a good coach or mentor should lead by example. They should be teaching you things and supporting you in ways that they can personally relate to, that they've actually personally overcome. Because the proof's in the pudding at the end of the day. So when it comes to feeling, like you are the victim in your business, recognize that you're only a victim if you choose to be. And I know that this is a slightly uncomfortable conversation and it might piss you off, but I say it with absolute love because I care. We could just not have this conversation and you could continue struggling in your business. But I'm prepared to have these uncomfortable conversations to really shed light on the fact that there might be aspects of your business and how you're showing up and how you're functioning and the actions and decisions that you're making in your business right now that are causing you to not get the result that you want. And when you continue to do the same things and expect a different result, it just does not align. So this is really about shaking things up and getting yourself out of victimhood, however you choose to do that, whether it be with me or with someone else. But if some of these problems that I've really outlined to you are problems that you're facing in your business right now and you want my support with it, that's exactly what I'm here for. So let me know how this fits for you, and if you want to send me a private message and really uncover how you can leap forward and step out of victimhood. I know that it can feel really shit. I know that it can make you feel emotional. I know how tough it can be. I sincerely get it. But recognise that you have a choice, because we're in a day and age now where there is so many resources available. There's so much information at our fingertips. There are so many options and varieties and different avenues that you can take that, you don't have to feel stuck anymore. It's purely through choice. So, if you know that you are compromising on the life that you want right now, you aren't able to do the things that you want to do, go the places that you want to go, treat your loved ones in the way that you want to treat them with gifts and trips and, going out for a lovely meal, sometimes it's just the simplest things. But if you feel like you're missing out on that on a day-to-day basis and you want your life to be better than it is, then I really urge you to take a minute and pause and recognise that you have a choice and do something about it. Because one of the big lessons for me, before I got to travel the world and work with truly some amazing clients, and I get paid a premium for the work that I do, and I get sponsorship, and I have some really cool opportunities, and I'm not highlighting this to be a dick. I'm really giving you an example of how these polars work, because there truly was a time in my life where I was absolutely frustrated that I wasn't earning enough money, and I didn't know how the hell I could possibly attract the kind of opportunities that I could see everyone else getting. It's really disheartening and it's really frustrating, especially when you know how passionate you are about the work that you do, and you know that you have the ability to give someone a really amazing experience and actually, have the skill set to make someone feel incredible. There's a real frustration that can go with knowing what you want but not knowing how to get there. I was there, and the only reason that this completely flipped for me, yes, it was about, getting the support and doing the hard work it takes to create those opportunities for yourself. But the thing that comes even before that, the most important thing, is recognizing that you're not cool with where you are, that you want more for yourself, that you deserve more for yourself. And the big decision to do something about it is the most powerful moment that can completely change your life and your business. So if you feel empowered to take action now, for this to be your moment, for you to create a completely new reality for yourself, then act on it. Because you have the ability to do it, and everything that you deserve is completely possible for you. But sometimes, just like it was the case for me, you need support, you need accountability, you need direction. And sometimes, yes, we need someone to challenge us, someone that's gone before us. So if that's what you're needing right now, I would love to hear from you. And if that serves you to work, if you recognise that that's where you are and it serves you to work with someone else, amazing. I just want the best for you, which is exactly why I continue to show up. So I hope this resonates with you. I hope that you are absolutely ready to step out of victimhood and stand in your power as the girl boss that you totally deserve to be, and the girl boss that you totally can be, and you recognise your potential. It's almost like you need to get to a point that I got to where I was like, enough is enough. I deserve more than this, and I want more than this, and I'm prepared to do what it takes. Because at the end of the day, that's why there are few people in any industry that really succeed to the top level is because there's only a small percentage of people that are actually willing to take action and are actually, you know, this was definitely my experience. I was more scared of staying where I was than the fear of moving forward. Because I know that sometimes when you're scared of moving forward, it can be, you know, being out of your comfort zone, being rejected by your loved ones, you know, actually parting with money in order to invest in yourself to get that growth. Those can be really scary things, and that's just a few of them. And the fear's really real, but you have to be prepared for those fears to be smaller than the fear of staying where you are, feeling mediocre, not feeling challenged, not reaching your true potential in life. And if you feel like the victim right now, recognize that you have the opportunity to step out of it any moment you choose. And every single moment you choose to be in it, that it's exactly that. It's a choice. It's a decision that you've made to stay there. And like I said earlier, I say this with complete love because I want you to reach your potential. I want you to have everything that you want for yourself because it's totally possible. And I will continue to be that reminder. If you want my help, I am 1,000,000% here for you. Reach out on email, brooke@brookeprice.co.uk, leave a comment here, catch me on the DM. You know, there are so many ways to reach me, and there are so many ways for you to get the support that you need in order to feel like you're thriving and growing and developing and succeeding in your life and your business. So recognize the potential that you have in yourself, because I totally recognize it. That it's there for you, and if this resonates with you, I would love to know. So I'm going to catch you later. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.